What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'll be installing remote start system on this 2017 Lexus IS200t. Cool thing about this remote start system is that it's gonna integrate with your OEM key fob. So and this system is made by MPC, and I'm gonna leave link in description below. So this MPC remote start system is very reasonably priced. You spend $200 once, install it, and you're good to go for the rest of your life. It's very simple, it's plug and play. You don't have to do any splicing. You just remove some panels, plug it in, and you're ready to go. I'm gonna open this box up, show you what's inside, take you through the installation process, and then we're gonna test it, see how well it works. Okay, let's get to the video. Bam. Cool thing, this box comes with a QR code. You scan the code, it takes you to a page with directions how to install it. Your make, Lexus IS200t 2017, submit, and you have full step-by-step instructions how to install this thing. This system is plug and play, so it's going to be super easy, but they make it extra easy. Inside you'll find a harness, plugs into your ECU. This plugs into your ignition system, and this plugs in to this little module. This is the module that controls your engine so you can start it and stop it. This module is fully flashed. You won't have to do any work at all. So here's another closer look to all the hardware. Here are some tools you'll need: Phillips tip screwdriver, some trim removing tools, zip ties, maybe some electrical tape, and double sticky extreme mounting tape so you can mount your module unit. And I also recommend using some sort of a headlamp. You're going to be working in a space where it's dark, and this headlamp on Amazon is like 15 bucks. It's LED, super light, holds the charge for a long time. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below to this headlamp. Very important, before you're gonna start installing your remote start system, test and make sure your vehicle doesn't already have a remote start. And to test it, press the power button 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and hold it. Hold it for a couple of seconds. If it doesn't start, then your car doesn't have a remote start. Because I've seen people install remote start systems and they already had it. Or maybe you already have the subscription, so test it. I have also heard people say after installing remote start systems, range of their key fob would drastically decrease. If it used to be 500 feet, after installing remote start system, it was down to like 100 feet. So I'm gonna test that as well. Before I install the remote start system, let's see how far the range is. Okay, I'm quite a ways away. Okay guys. Okay. Basically I'm on this intersection and I can still control my car. What I'm gonna do after I'm gonna finish installing remote start system, I'm gonna go back to the same spot and see if I'm gonna have the same range or not, so you guys can see it for yourself. First thing, let's remove steering column cover. To remove steering column cover, rotate your steering wheel one way and remove this screw. Then rotate your steering wheel the other way and remove the other screw on the other side. Straighten your wheel. Now separate the steering column cover. You can grab one of these tools. Nice and easy. Now the other side. Now that you have separated both sides, slowly pull it down. Nice. And yeah, make sure your steering wheel is all the way up and out. Next step is we need to remove this side panel. Done deal. Next step, you'll need to remove this knee panel. You'll need to undo this screw and that screw over there. Slightly yank out on this panel, just like so. Now on this side, nice and easy. You can leave this panel hanging like this. You have full access to everything you'll need. To your steering column wiring, to your ECU wiring. And I'm using these instructions provided by MPC. It's very useful to help me locate all the wiring. So your ECU wiring is located right over here. Hopefully you can see that. You'll have 2 30-pin connectors. This is the one you need, the middle one. That's the top empty one, and the bottom one. So you'll need to unplug this and plug this male one in, and then the OEM connector will go back into here. Okay, let's unplug this first connector. I'll help to do it with the screwdriver. Popped it out, plug it right out. Nice and easy. So I'll take this aftermarket connector, fish it in here, plug it into this female plug, and take a screwdriver and push it in. I do have my 30-pin aftermarket plug plugged into the car, and then I have aftermarket and OEM plugs connected over here. We're good to go. Next step is to connect this to car's ignition, and you'll find this plug underneath here. So unplug your OEM plug from your car's ignition, then take aftermarket plug and plug it into your car. Now you'll connect your OEM harness plug into aftermarket. Now aftermarket harness is fully plugged in and integrated into your car. Now it's time to plug in our module, and this is the most confusing part. What you will need to do is hold this programming button, plug in the power, and you'll see LED lights will start cycling through different color LEDs, and you need to time it perfectly and release this programming button when it's going to be on the blue LED light. If you timed it perfectly, LED light will be solid blue. Then you'll take and plug in the rest of the plugs, and you need to turn on your car ignition. And then blue LED will start flashing rapidly. That means unit is connected. Then you'll need to turn off your ignition again, and the blue light will go off completely. Once you turn off the car, if no LEDs are on, this unit is now connected and synchronized with your car. And make sure you don't press the brake pedal. Hold this button, plug in the power. So, solid blue. Perfect. Now let's plug in the rest of the plugs. White one, red one. Let's plug in the white one. Click the start button and turn on your car. Make sure you don't hit the brake pedal. 1, 2. You should start blinking rapidly. Yeah, you just gotta wait for it. Now let's turn off the car by pressing the start button one more time, and this module should be fully synced and connected to our car, and remote start should be working. Perfect. Alright guys, this remote start module is synchronized and connected to our car, and before we're gonna put away all the wires, let's test it out and see if remote start actually works. Alright, let's see if car will actually start. And to start it, you have to press the lock button 3 times, and on the 3rd time you're gonna hold it for a couple of seconds, and it's gonna start. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna let it go, see what it does. Nice, car starts just fine. But this system will not take over, meaning once you're gonna walk up to your car, let's say you started your car and it's warmed up, you come outside, you're gonna get in the car, open it, it's gonna shut off. And you'll need to restart the car, which is fine. So you'll just restart it and keep going. I love it. Let's say you started your car, but you wanna shut it off from your house. Do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Press it 3 times and it's gonna shut off. Perfect. Now that we have remote key start system installed, let's go retest the range of this OEM key fob and see if it's the same or if it got any worse. Let's do it. I'm back at this intersection. There's the garage, there's the car. Let's see if we can lock it. No problem. Range is the same. Okay, I have just retested the range of OEM key fob. It's still the same. It didn't suffer, it didn't get any shorter. So I'd say MPC makes some good product. You know, unlike some other remote start systems, you install them and then your key fob, you have to be right next to your car in order for it to work. So I'm super stoked and satisfied. Okay, now the boring part, we have to take aftermarket harness, run it nicely along the OEM harnesses. It's better to follow OEM harnesses because it's the safest spot. Seal everything back up, and we're gonna do it with the help of some zip ties, some double sticky tape, and some electrical tape. Alright guys, I have just finished all the wire management. I'll quickly show you what I did. I basically used existing wire to zip tie everything to it, and I used green zip ties. This is my way of identifying aftermarket harnesses that were installed. If I ever go back in here, I know exactly what zip ties to cut to free up the aftermarket harness. I installed module all the way up there, and I used this double sticky tape to stick it on there. And I also use the secondary zip tie so it never falls off. And if you ever move the steering wheel, harness will move with it. No issues, nothing's gonna get pinched. Now it's time to assemble everything back together. Now line up all these little plastic pins into the holes, lightly tap it in. Everything should go back in. Reinstall 2 screws in the bottom for the knee panel. Now reinstall this side panel. Slide the bottom in, tap it in, wipe everything down. Now the steering wheel column. Nice. So turn the steering wheel and get this screw in. Turn the steering wheel and get this screw in. Straighten the steering wheel back and you're good to go. Guys, this here concludes my video. Thanks for watching. I hope this video will help you make a decision if you're looking to install remote start system. If this video was helpful, like it, subscribe to my channel, comment, share with other people. I do appreciate your support and I'll be pumping out more videos like this. May God bless you, and until next time. 2, 3, hold, hold, hold. Okay, release. Freaking awesome. Love it.